I wonder where the central hubs of Melbourne are.
Where do you think it is, Isaac?
Who knows?
Like, looking at this map, there's not enough detail and there's no itinerary. It's too narrow.
Yeah, I get what you mean. There's no absolute way to find what the central hubs are.
If only we had a more detailed map.
Hey look! A map!
What are supplies?
Looking at the CBD and the facilities that are offered to us, we're starting to see what the central hubs are.
Me too.
Home to major cultural attractions, world-class events, tourism, bars, and specialty stores, Federation Square is one of Melbourne's most iconic places. But what makes it a contender of being one of Melbourne's most widely accepted and indisputable meeting places? Group 52, with the question freshly drilled into our young minds, set out to explore Federation Square and find out the factors that contribute to what makes Federation Square a central hub of Melbourne.
What do you like about Federation Square?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building
Yeah.
and history of the Melbourne Central.
Yeah.
And bird. and people the library and the trees are very kindly and friendly.
Sam, what do you think a central hub is in a city?
Well, I think it's somewhere where people can go and anyone's free to go there.
What do you think are the most important factors that make a central hub?
Maybe having comfortable seats and an open space with no judgment or anything.
Knowing this, what do you think Melbourne's central hub is?
This thing here.
Federation Square?
Yeah.
What do you think Federation Square symbolizes for Melbourne?
I guess it's a place to connect with other people, like we're doing right now.
Thank you for your time.
Bye.
After an extensive study of Federation Square conducted by Group 52 via the information provided by the public who frequent the area and looking at the four corners of the square, we began to develop an understanding of what attracts the sheer amount of foot traffic that a central hub of Melbourne sees every single day.
After our first insight into the hubs of Melbourne at Federation Square, we changed gears and came to Bourke Street. A historic and iconic economic hub of Melbourne, Bourke Street had much to offer. However, Bourke Street didn't feature the same striking architecture and picturesque skyline behind the Fed Square. What about Bourke Street appealed to the public so much that it could be considered a central hub? That's what we set out to discover with our next interviews.
Lots of action. I think just that it's completely car free, and for this part anyway, and you've got heaps of people coming around. It's a really sort of nice, clean sort of area as well.
Yep. Good access to public transport as well. We've got a lot of trams coming up to and from. It's in the free zone.
So which facilities do you think are the most essential to Bourke Street?
Just probably the facilities, probably the public transport.
So
It wouldn't be as popular if people had to walk all the way from the train station.
yeah.
But the fact there is, so many localised businesses and businesses that sort of feed off that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So out of Fed Square, Melbourne Central, and Bourke Street, which appeals to you the most and why?
Depends on what point of view. If you're looking at economic point of view, Bourke Street. Fed Square is good for a sort of cultural aspect. A lot of people have different sort of things going on there. Like even last night had the Pakistani Independence Day celebration there. They were raising the flag down there. So
Yep.
good opportunity for them to get out there and show community support.
Yep.
And what was the other one, sorry?
Melbourne Central.
Melbourne Central. Once again, a pretty big economic hub. Lots of shops there, lots of sort of big food court. Surrounding businesses always sort of feed in there as well.
Yep.
I think they've all got their own sort of appeal. My favourite would probably be Fed Square, to be honest. Just because like it's so much variety in it, and what you can do there, and it's just such a good meeting place for everyone.
After conducting extensive research on Burke Street, we were able to come up with several factors for why Burke Street was a central hub for Melbourne CBD. Economically, Burke Street is lined with stores such as H&M, Peter Jackson, David Jones, Foot Locker, and many others. Furthermore, accessibility to places such as Melbourne Central, Emporium, and several streets also forms a large part of the appeal. Travel to Burke Street is simple, with the trams providing a free and efficient trip. Along with a combination of history and culture, all of these factors contribute to Burke Street being a central hub. When we thought of central hubs, one of the locations that are one of the most foot traffic in Melbourne CBD was Melbourne Central. Melbourne Central is open 7 days a week and is a diverse shopping and dining destination that houses more than 300 retailers. Melbourne Central has all one's needs, but what about it that differentiates Melbourne Central from the other hubs is what Group 52 set out to investigate.
What part about Melbourne Central appeals to you the most?
I would say the creativity in terms of creating events. So they usually have like events related to stargazing or like unicorn that really draws people into the mall. Yeah, that's something I really like about it.
So, what do you think a central hub is in the context of a city?
I think it's the shopping precincts, such as Melbourne Central and Melbourne Emporium.
What essential factors do you believe make a city hub?
I think it's the economic prosperity and modern appearance.
So, where do you think Melbourne's central hub actually is?
Well, I think that it's in Melbourne Central.
We began to finally understand what really set apart the three central hubs and what factors contributed to the title of Central Hub. Melbourne Central has a rich culmination of history that attracts and displays the wonderful exhibitions of architecture masterpieces that attract individuals all around the globe. Not only does Melbourne Central have its history, but also diverse shopping and dining destinations that invite individuals to explore the hidden gems that reside in Melbourne Central. It's home to a range of Australian brands and international brands that provide an incentive for individuals to explore and roam. All this is made accessible by being located on top of the City Loop Melbourne Central train station, alongside the implemented free tram zone route. These factors of being easily accessible, access to shopping departments, and culmination of history are what make Melbourne Central a central hub of Melbourne.
1 week, 5 days, countless adventures, tireless research, all leading to one answer for one question. What makes a central hub in Melbourne CBD, and what are the contributing factors?
Scouring over the data and looking back through our interviews, 3 clear answers become apparent. Livability, public transport, shopping. These 3 factors are the main attributes of Fed Square, Burke Street, and Melbourne Central. That is what makes a central hub.
Now, where could we go with this? What could this information possibly do? With this information, further investigations can be done and further explore what factors of specific areas create a central hub.